What's going on, everyone? oh, oh, I got a bit of a. Ooh, excuse me. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is Monday today. How's everyone doing? I had a great weekend. I'm kind of shaking out the dust here. I had a really fun weekend. These last 2 days, we took the kids out for a fun trip, and I got some really exciting news that I don't want to quite share yet. It's about it's about a job, and it's everything's looking good, but I still haven't quite gotten the final like yes come in on a day. So I'm like I'm oh not I don't want to share it yet. But it's really good. It's really good news. I'm super excited. I can't wait to get like the final full like, hey, come in on this date, and then I'll share it with everyone. But if you know me personally, you probably know what it is, and I'm super excited. Yeah, I can't wait to tell everyone. It's gonna. I can't. I'm super excited about it. Let's see. Hey, Caretoons is here. What's going on, sweetie? How's your day going? My day is I'm starting to wake up a little bit. Oh, I got a little dusty, got some cobwebs in my brain working out, but I'm feeling pretty good right now. so today, what I'm gonna work on is some more Space Chick storyboard, and just kind of continue working on that. I got together with Caretoons over the weekend. I got everyone. I got together with Caretoons over the weekend. We talked about some things that we want to do for Space Chicks, and so there might be some rewriting, some retooling going around. But as far as where the board's going so far, I'm gonna keep working on it. It's just fun exercise, and it keeps me thinking about the characters. So gonna keep working on that, and yeah, I'll just kind of talk about I'll talk about some of the freelance I've been working on, because that's been going interesting. That's been a bit of a lesson for myself going on, as far as like treating clients, and there were some red flags that popped up, but I'm glad I didn't act on any of them, and just kind of slowed down and kept things going. So I'll talk about all that. I'll get all the details and all that right now in a little bit, but yeah. Like, Cartoon says, "Ha ha ha! You're terrible. Leave everyone in suspense." I'm terrible. I'm terrible. But yeah, I don't want to say anything. Knock on wood. I don't know. Like, if it's not, if I haven't received an email that has a date and a time for me to come in, I don't know. I just don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything in fear I'm gonna jinx it or something like that. But yeah, all signs are pointing for like I'm gonna start a new job soon, and yeah, super excited about that. One of the things that I definitely want to keep doing is continuing to stream, and so Caratoons and I are looking at that. Possibly it would be working a schedule. Maybe I stream on Friday nights, and then I would post the live stream up on YouTube, and then everyone could catch it on YouTube, and sort of then focus on at least doing that, because this streaming has been such a fun, positive experience. I love talking to everyone. It does keep me excited, keeps me motivated, and plus, it's me working on personal projects that both Caretoons and I love. And when I first started working at Warner Brothers last year, I got I kind of just said, well, I gotta stop streaming, because I was busy. I was working full-time job. I've got a family. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that I couldn't just stream an hour a day, even if it was at night. There was just too much going on. But having jumped back into streaming, it's something that it definitely sunk around in the back of my head, and I just felt bad for not being back on streaming. And a whole bunch of friends were asking me like, when are you coming back? Are you gonna stream again? And I just kept saying like, maybe we'll do it, but this is like getting back into it. It's just so much fun. So It might, yeah, I think it's definitely going to be, it'll be less of me streaming, but it'll just be moved now, especially since I've got the YouTube channel set up. It'll just mean that I'll be doing it once a week, and but then you can catch it all on the YouTube channel and stuff. So it might even mean that I can do some more fun formats. Like I've been wanting to do interviews with other artists I know, with other professionals, get them in there, and having like a day. Especially on Friday nights would be a lot easier to do that because a lot of them also work and have schedules. So there's lots of cool opportunities that this change in schedule will bring. So yeah, I'm all excited. Like I can't. My brain is all over the place because there's so much exciting things going on and prospects, and I can't get my brain straight. Let's see here. Frosty Veinart. Oh god, I hope I said that right. It's Frosty Veinart. Frosty Veinart. Frosty Veinart. I hope that's right. Frosty Veinart says, "Hey, dude, what's going on, Frosty Veinart? I hope I haven't completely obliterated your name. I've done this to now several people in the chat, and I'm really sorry. I've got the chat window really tiny on my monitor. Let me see if I can maybe make it bigger." So I can make the text a little bit bigger. Oh, there we go. Now I can read it. That says Froze TV. I'm just gonna go with Frosty Veinart. Or can I call you Froz? Can I call you Froz? Does Froz works? Well, anyways, so yeah, where was I? What was I? Oh, right. Let me get into the storyboard, and I'll talk a little bit about the freelance project that I've been working on, and some of the stuff that I kind of learned because I talked about freelancing a week ago, and I did talked about some really good points about freelancing, and I even learned some more new points about freelancing. Excuse me. And I got to put some of that stuff into practice. Mixtape Comics. Hey, Mixtape Comics says, "Hey Bill, what's the plan for the day?" Plan for the day, Mixtape Comics, is to do some storyboarding and talk about some freelance projects, and yeah, give it and have a good time. That's the plan. All right, so let's see here. That's my portrait for the day. So let's go ahead and minimize that, and let's bring up my storyboard. In fact, actually, let's close storyboard. Let's close Sketchbook Pro. There we go. All right, so yeah, so let's see here. So where we left off with the storyboard here for the Space Chicks project is I'd gotten through, these are my thumbnails that I drew up, and what's happening is, oh, hey, thank you very much, thank you so much for that recent follow. So who posted that they're following me? I got a follow from someone. Oh, I missed it. I missed the notification for that. But thank you so much, whoever's following me. You're the best. You're awesome. I really got to set up my Twitch better here so I can see when those follows and stuff show up on my OBS, because I have my dashboard hidden, and I can't see. I don't get the notifications on my OBS, so I got to fix that up. I got to get better with my Twitch. All right. So, anyways, yeah. So a couple days ago, I sketched up some thumbnails for the storyboard. It's just a initial sequence, and I got this part done. So I've got my nice pan over here with like space, and then I've got the ship, and we kind of zoom in and we cut, and we see Sephi and Marfa at the controls, and Sephi's upset because this dang navigational app is not working. So that's what I'm working on here. I'm kind of going through as I'm thinking about this scene and looking at it. I'm just trying to, like, figure out, like, am I showing everything? What's, because I like Marfa and Sephi's positioning here, but excuse me, I don't like the posing. I don't like Sephi's pose here. I think, like, she could be angrier, or there's something funnier that could be done here. And plus, also this pose on that hand is not very clear. So I'm wondering. I'm looking at it, and I'm just trying to think through what's a better way I can adjust this. And one of the ways I might do that is just turning her head and, maybe making it, maybe giving her more of an angry sort of a pose here. And then we've got the console. I'm gonna make that bigger so I can have it be more obvious that she's interacting with something on on the ship. Because before it wasn't very obvious. It just seemed like it was just a screen or something. Excuse me. So, anyways, so that's what my goal is. I want to kind of get this to read a little bit better. Excuse me. Ugh. Actually, guys, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get some water because I don't know, like my throat's all dry. 5 minutes. Or less than 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Let me get something to drink. All right, here I am. Let's see here. What's going on in the chat? I'm back. What's going on in the chat? Let's see here. Caretoon's asking how everyone's money's going. Mixtape Comic says, good. I'm getting over horrendous cold and inking wizard pages. Oh no. I mean, that's awesome that you're inking wizard pages, but sucks that you're getting over a cold. Hope you're getting better. I still want to set up a time when we can do an interview, Mixtape Comics. I know Caretoons wants to get involved too, so that might be a fun way to do my first Friday night live stream, is to get Mixtape Comics on here, and we can talk comics and fun stuff like that. So let's get together on like a direct message chat or something like that, and let's set something up. I think that'd be awesome. I think that'd be a great way to get that first Friday stream going. And I'll know more as soon as I get. I'll let everyone know when that Friday stream is gonna happen, because as soon as I figure out when my start date is at this new job, excuse me, I'll know when better that's gonna start going. I think this week I'm pretty good, so I'll definitely be on my normal streaming schedule. But as more information comes to me, I'll keep everyone apprised. And if you follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, you'll be the first ones to get the news of when I can share more about actually what's going on. All right, so let's see here. I've got this pose feels better. I want, she's angry. Why isn't this thing working? Let me see. Where's my thumbnails? Navigation what wasn't working. Maybe she'll. Let's see here. That's not right. I want to put these into Seffi's layer. All right. Yeah, let's label these layers, because I'm getting my layers all mixed up here. So we got Marfa, we got Seffi. So let's group Marfa together, so that way she's easier to move around. I can reposition her better. Let's put her right over here works. All right, so Seffi is, why isn't this thing working? We can have her, we can make a keyframe, she can, do some swipes with her finger, with her hand. Let's actually move her, because if she's gonna do, let's make that a group. If she's gonna do like swipes, let's have her lean back so we can get some more room to work with, so she can be like and get her hand on the screen. Or maybe just have her pound it with her fist. Actually, yeah, I think pounding with her fist would work better. That reads better on that part. Hyper Flippy Pasta, holy cow, welcome back, Hyper Flippy Pasta. Good to see you again. What is going on? Hyper Flippy Pasta says, hi Bill, or hey Bill. What's going on? Let's see here. So yeah, so she leans back. Why isn't this thing working? I'm trying everything. You know. Bring this arm down. Oops. And this is where, like I mentioned before, this is where the object drawing mode comes in real handy, because as you can see, if I want to make, you know, really small animations like this or really small movements, it's really quickly, I can just quickly move it back and she can boom, boom. Why isn't this thing working? I can bring that fist down harder to really bring it. Oh, come on. Why is it? There we go. Boom, boom. And I can have the ship sort of rotate a little bit when she does that, so we get like a boom, 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 boom. Why is this thing working? Bam, bam, bam. So she slams her fist down. Let's put that on. Let's just, yeah, let's keep that. I think Marfa, when she starts slamming her hand on the keyboard, would tilt her head up a little bit just to look at Sephi. Probably wondering, just keeping an eye on her. I like to when I have my characters emote, if the other character is doing something extreme, like what Sephi is doing right now, I like to have the other characters react in some way, even if it's just looking in their direction. It might just be a simple, eye movement, but it's always nice to have those other characters react to what's going on in the picture, because then it's like there's actually things going on. People react to it, So Sephi is getting angry, pounding on the machine. Let's put this on choose. And then, oops, there we go. Hey, Pickle Nick show is here. What's going on, Pickle Nick? Hyper Flippy Pasta says, nice work. Thank you, Hyper Flippy Pasta. Thank you so much. This has been I'm really excited about this project. This has been a long time coming, and I'm glad we're finally working on it. It's gonna come together. So Sephi is bam, bam. Let's have her do 3 hits. And when I get some scratch dialogue in here, the timing on this will probably change. Boom, boom, boom. I think just boom, boom actually works. So just 1, 2. And then let's just keep it up. But let's change the duration here. One of the things that I learned when I was working on Yabba Dabba Dinos is because when we were doing storyboard animatics over there, one of the jobs we had was also putting in sound effects, which is normally, which admittedly is normally not a job for a storyboard artist. It's usually an editor's job, or an animatic editor's job. But that was one of the things we needed to do, and the nice thing about that, just strictly speaking from creating animatics, is you get to kind of get a sense of the duration of how an action needs to be. So it's like if I can only just kind of figure out um I can only figure out what this how what the timing of this is. I can kind of just guess at it as I'm working here what just feels right. But when you have a sound effect in there and you hear it, and you that gives it it's a nice way of getting a timing done. So it's kind of like boom boom, that feels good. But if it's like a all of a sudden now that changed the timing. So the timing will change if as more as sound effects get added in there. But this so far is feeling pretty good. Maybe just a little more of a delay here between the punches. Hyper Flippy Pasta asks, "What rating is this tune exactly?" Just asking. What do you mean by rating? Are you talking like is this for is this like rated like a M for mature, or or is this gonna be for kids? Um, yeah, let me know. Let's I'm not quite sure what you meant by that. Um, this is definitely gonna. It's definitely if we're making this, both Cartoons and I are making this, and I guess it would be yeah, PG-13. For like the humor is definitely gonna get dark. Um, like it's definitely gonna have some dark humor, mostly in like the consequences of actions get really bad. Um, I mean, just already in this sequence, Hyperflippy Pasta, audience ratings. Cartoon says G. Well, then I'm completely wrong. Then we need to then then I'm completely wrong. Maybe PG, probably. Cartoon says like a Phineas and Ferb sort of thing, maybe. It's not gonna be this is not gonna be rated M, but we're gonna have like in this uh in this sequence that I'm boarding, one of the ideas we have is that Marfa brings out this giant galactic map, and when it doesn't work, they eject it, and it's gonna tumble down and spin down and then smash into a planet. We're not gonna actually see the smashing into the planet, but it's implied that something horrible happened. In our first animatic that we did, we implied slugs getting dissolved by makeup, and we blow up a planet in that one. But it's not. I see Pickle Nick is bringing up like Rick and Morty, and it's not. It's sci-fi in the sense of Rick and Morty. It's got silly jokes and funny jokes. But nothing. Yeah, not like nothing explicit. Nothing. Um, yeah, like Gumball-ish types of jokes. Like that. Like what's Gumball rated? Like G. Yeah, nothing too explicit for that sort of thing. Like this show would be. We want to make a cartoon that would be watchable by kids and adults. So it would be something fun like that. Hyper Flippy Pasta. Maybe people sucked down by toilets would suck flush. We're definitely definitely. I think Gumball is G. So this is a very much a G-rated cartoon. We're gonna imply things, but we're not gonna show it. And the things that are implied. It's gonna be rated G. We're just gonna have fun with the jokes. Yeah, that yeah, people suck down in like toilets. Not 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 really the type of jokes we're going for, but that still is funny. All right. Boom boom. And then so let's see here. Like this thing won't work and then, smash smash and then maybe she's and then she presses a bunch of keys. We'll turn her head for this one. So her hand is gonna press a bunch of buttons. Let's see here. What's else going on in the chat? Pickle Nick, SpongeBobish, or is that too annoying? Cartoon says, "Don't get us wrong. Enjoy Rick and Morty and Ren and Stimpy for sure. It's just not our vision for the show. Yeah, SpongeBobish, but maybe not as random. Yeah, something like it's like we're just want to we want to take like with SpongeBob jokes for like undersea and wacky adventures like that. We want to do with outer space and sci-fi. So just really simple dumb stuff. Like there's gonna be just just simple fun dumb jokes is where we're going because there's a danger of taking things too seriously, and that's not the direction we want to steer in. And that's kind of the territory when you do like really really dark jokes in the vein of like Rick and Morty, and then but that's not what we're looking to do. We just want to do something fun and silly and keep the jokes coming. Pickle Nick, it's like Rick and Morty, just a cleaner version. I guess so. Like the humor in Rick and Morty all stems from like the character interactions of Rick. And yeah, they're very much in cartoons is like it's very much social commentary and satire. I mean, I don't know. I think we've got some satire jokes in that we want to do, but most of it is mostly going to be from gags that are more character based. It's more like I think what we're trying to go for is like I Love Lucy in space is kind of what we're going for is I think the overall end goal. All right, so we're gonna have Sephi then pressing a bunch of buttons. And let's have her like press buttons like all over the place. So it's like she's pressing a bunch of them. So we'll just kind of like move this arm into different locations. Oops. Come on. You can select the right line. There we go. So we've got a bunch of buttons going to be pressed. Let's see here. Pickle Nick. Could it be like Shrek where it's for kids, but there's a lot of inside jokes like Kick Batowski. Pickle Nick says, "I'm sure whatever you all do will be kick ass. Save it before it crashes." Oh yes, good. Thank you, Pickle Nick. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely don't want that to happen. That happened to me last stream, and I wanted to crawl into a corner and die a little bit. So yeah, we'll do a few more random button presses in different areas. Just to kind of get a nice variation. There we go. Nothing seems to be working. Let's change that finger. And then we can randomize that. Yes, say the save reminder. I gotta remember that. I have my autosave set up for this thing. Um and it's set for every 30 minutes, which is nice. It's autosave is such a weird um like it's useful in some cases, but in other times when I was working at Warner Brothers, because the files we had were so big, but I didn't want to lose any of the work I was doing, so I had my autosave set at one point to 5 minutes, and that was terrible because I'd be working on such a large file. Every 5 minutes, I'd have to stop and put down my pen because I'd get the preparing to autosave, and I'd be like, "No, I'm in the middle of something," and it just it got to the point where the autosave was a problem, and so I had to set it to 10 minutes. When I'm working on a project at home, I have it set for 30 minutes because it was just too short a time to have in between. Just to be like, oh, I'm you could, because the problem is, like, you get in the zone and you're working, and then all of a sudden, oh, you have to stop, and if you gotta stop for like more than like 20 seconds or so, it's like your brain stops and you lose it. So that was a problem. But luckily, it kind of got fixed, because then what we did was we started, when we would work on the files, we started breaking up things into scenes. When I first started working, it was like the whole storyboard, or the first half of the storyboard, was done all in one file, because that's how our showrunner liked it at first. But that became a huge problem, because as we were trying to send it down the production line, it became an issue. So eventually, what happened is it got the scripts would be broken up into different sequences. So like what I'm doing right now, like I'm working on the first sequence here, and that's a really nice way of keeping things broken up. So it also takes everything and makes it into a more manageable um, bite. So instead, I'm not working on the whole storyboard for this episode right now. I'm just working on this sequence, and sometimes breaking up your work like that is really helpful, especially if you have a longer project. But breaking it, doling out the work to yourself makes it a lot more manageable. Also, yeah, breaking up in the sequences became better. It was easier for later on the production line. We could take everything sequence by sequence. When I was when I was working with the directors and assisting them, they would say, "Oh, hey, I'll take." We'd have the whole episode to look at, and they'd say, "Okay, I want you to work on this sequence, and then when you're done with that one, I can take a look at it, but then I can give you another sequence to work on." And I mean, breaking those things up like that was, I mean, if you guys ever are doing a project on your own really well, because then also too, you don't have all your eggs in one basket. So if, God forbid, something gets corrupted, or you make a change, or it doesn't affect the whole thing. It's really easy to keep things manageable to do that. So it was cool that we did that, and it worked. It worked great. It definitely became a better way of thinking things through. So let's see here. So let's do some more button pushing. I have no idea. I don't have any timing here, so I'm just gonna kind of put in a couple more just till it feels right. There you go. So boom, bum, 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 and then so boom, and then maybe as she's pressing these buttons, she'll get slowly angrier. There we go. So yeah, we've got Sephi. Now she's getting a little more frustrated. So there we go. So we got space, and then boom, boom. Why isn't this thing working? Let's have a couple more button pressing scenes. Whoops. There you go. See, there's the auto recovery. Oh, by the way, Chaos Tune, what is happening? What's going on, man? Good to see you. Chaos Tune says, it's a welcome interruption for me. I get in the zone and I never save. It is a welcome I mean, you do make a good point. You do make a good point. For me though, it's like I get up to my my in the zone part, and then it's like, no, don't take me out of it. I don't wanna leave the zone. But no, you do make a good point. It is for the main part. It is a welcome distraction because it's like, oh good, I'm saving, because I've had those days where like I've done like 30 minutes worth of work and then I lose it all because I did not save, because I'm a dingus. Oops. Let's get that angry head. There we go. So yeah, so there she is. She's pressing the buttons, and then she'll pull her finger away, and I think this pose should go into more like let's see here. Let's keep the chair. And then let's have her just kind of like throw her arms up and give up. And here, let's turn on onion skinning because that's helpful. Ah. And she throws her arms up in anger. Let's see here. Pickle Nick. They all call that plug-in in the coding world. Don't bother him or her. They are plug-in. Alright. Sephi throws her arms up in anger. And then I think she should come back down. It's like just sort of slam her head back down into the controls. Oh, come on. Hey, what's going on, Free 67? Good to see you again, man. And so there we go. So her hair is just in her face. Slam. Let's give a nice impact impact position here. So then we've got like a nice smash. We'll even shake the the cockpit a little bit. So press the button. Why isn't this thing working? Ah, slam. A little extra time for that anticipation. Ah. All right. Let's see here. And then I think when she's doing this reaction, let's have Marfa like just kind of look up and track that. Like Marfa's not going to get phased by this. She's just like, "Yep, that's happening." And so she looks up. Actually, this would be a great part to maybe have her lean back. I'm going to lean Marfa back because I want to see more of Sephi. So let's do a profile shot for Marfa. There we go. So then she, when she goes up, Marfa will follow her, and then slam. Marfa will, whoops, just sort of turn her head. There we go. And that's the sequence. And then, yeah, so the scratch dialogue that I'm thinking right now is, let me turn the camera back on. You know, we've got an opening, and it says space, really big, blah, 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 and then we can know where to go if we only get this thing working, and here, slam, 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 as we zoom in, and then Marvin's like, why won't this damn thing work? Ah, boop, 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 ah, slam. And there we go. That's the sequence. Oh my goodness, my throat is killing me today. I can't talk. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Free 67 has shown up. Everyone's talking about free falling. Free 67. After football practice, I had to do some free balling if I got a change of clothes. It's also the reason I wear an undershirt. Dang football. Good to have you in here, Free 67. So yeah, I mentioned the freelance project I'm working on, and yeah, so this client that I'm working with, he's a really cool guy. He's working for this cool production company, or not production, but this materials company, and they want to do some really cool animations. I'm not going to go into details because I don't want to like give their information out or describe them in too many ways that you know who they are. But yeah, there were initially there were some red flags that just popped up to me, and they were a mistake though. And looking back on it, it's more or less like I think it was the client's inexperience with working with someone like me or having this experience with animation. And I was misinterpreting them as red flags. I thought, oh, maybe this guy doesn't want to pay the amount of money I'm charging him, or he might back out. And so I'm really glad I kept with the I kept my cool with it. But yeah, Caratoons will know. I was like, I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know. Maybe this thing isn't going to work out. I'm glad it is. The project that we're working on is really cool. And I get to do some fun, really cool action shots with it. And we're kind of getting done with the initial storyboard phase, and the first animatic is getting done, and so then I can working on the assets, building the art assets that we're doing, and it's a lot of fun. But I like the things I talked about in the freelancing really came in handy. I sticking to having him sign a contract, making sure I didn't get started until getting paid. Just being upfront and honest about doing this and what the just being open and honest and upfront really helped, and I think the project is even more on solid footing than it could have been if I'd done other things. So really excited about that. That project is actually turning into something more fun than I thought it was going to be, and so that's been a nice big surprise for it. Yeah, Caratoon is actually right. Caratoon says, "Yep, it was like projecting red flags when there weren't any." That I was totally in the wrong. Yeah, this was totally me making a mistake. I was totally being the doof on that one, and yeah, that was I was in the bag. But I was glad. Once again, I'm glad I didn't act on any of it. I just kept professional, and it helped. It helped me, and I'm glad that things are going really smoothly with it. Yeah, Free 67 says false positives. Exactly right. Exactly right. That's exactly what it was. Things were going on that I thought were happening, and it wasn't that at all. And it was kind of a good reminder that just because I'm thinking it in my head, that doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that they're real. Exactly. Pickleneck asks, so you got a new job news? I've got teasing job news. I got a really awesome email over the weekend, and I don't want to say anything because there wasn't an exact starting date, but they want me to come in and do a 4-week storyboards tryout period. It's something similar that I had to do when I went over to Warner Brothers, and they I'm not gonna show it because it's gonna give everything away. I'm gonna keep you guys in suspense. I'm gonna trail you along with my little breadcrumbs. But as I've said, I don't want to say anything because I I'm killing you, Pickle Nick. I'm killing you. I'm sorry, but yeah, I don't want to say anything until I get a really I mean, everything is pointing towards yes. I mean, I know they want me to come in at this point. They want to bring me in for a 4-week trial period. But until I get that, and I know this because it's happened before, with business or jobs or anything like that, unless you have like a come in date or you have a signed contract, just you can't count on it until you have something like that set up. Like until I have, hey, come in on this day, then I know that they're serious. If right now it's still all just up in the air, it sounds really good, but I don't want to say, hey everyone, I've got job at this until I know it. So until I say, hey, we want you to start on this date, I have technically nothing. Let's see here. Pickleneck says, well, we know it's WB. Chaos Tune says, oh, that's the gospel. Pickleneck, he's going to be working Teen Titans Go. Well, at least that would be awesome sauce. Oh man, that would be awesome sauce. If that would be awesome sauce. You'll have to find out. I'll let everyone know on I'll post on Instagram. I'll let everyone know. I am really excited. I am super excited, you guys. You have no idea. It's a show that I love a lot, and it's I mean, you guys practically are guessing it. I'm just not saying it. I'm just not gonna say it until I know for sure. But I'm super excited. Free 67 says, I thought Instagram was only for food. Weird. I like posting on Instagram because I don't know, like the platform works for me. I love posting art and stuff like that. Um yeah, I Facebook and Instagram are my drugs of choice right now. All right. Let's see here. I got 10 more minutes. Let's see here. I want to finish off this sequence. Oh, here's something interesting that I discovered. So, I've been practicing a lot working with the camera tool, and I found out something here. If you're working with Adobe Animate, here's something interesting. So, I was having this problem where because I was having this issue on the freelance project I'm working on because I'm going through and editing symbols I've created. Um, Symbols I've created, and what happened was I like this symbol right here. Because this is a symbol, or no, it's not a symbol. Let's make it or here let's jump into this is a symbol. This symbol. When I jump into it, I'm used to jumping into it. You'll see the background faded out, and if right now with camera mode turned on, that doesn't happen. I get the white background and it's now way over here. I'm now inside the symbol stage, and I hated it. I was like, why am I not doing? Why do I keep doing that? What happened? I thought maybe I accidentally checked like settings or maybe messed with my properties. Well, it turns out when you have the camera mode turned on, which is this button right here, when you have the camera layer turned on, that's what it does. It for some reason the way the camera works, somewhere in the coding, the way it works is it messes up the positioning on all of the symbols. I don't know the exact reasons why he's doing it. All I know is that if you're working on a project and you want that to go away, you hit the camera button and turn off the camera. Now, when I go into a symbol and I want to work on it, that's what I get. I can now see the rest of the stage around it, just like that. So now, that's really handy to know. It was a thing that was bugging me forever. And then if I want my camera layer back on, I just turn it back on. I'm guessing as a workflow issue, you just gotta remember that if you make any changes while the camera mode is turned off, like let's say I have my camera turned off and I'm like, oh, let's take out 10 of these frames or so, and I turn my camera back on, it doesn't edit that with it. I need to go back in and adjust that. So just something interesting to keep in mind if you're using Adobe Animate and working with the camera tool. Caratoon. Oh, Caratoon says I missed the beginning of that. What's up with the symbols with camera mode? Oh, check it out. Camera mode is turned on. I can find a symbol. I can jump into it, and I still see the background. And then when camera mode is turned off, or camera mode is turned on, I jump inside a symbol, and I'm like in now the white space, and I don't want that. I want to still see my main stage. So yeah, I know a couple of people in the chat work in Adobe Animate. So, ta-da! Happy Adobe Animate working issue. here's a hot tip for Adobe Animate. Caratoon says, oh yeah, because the camera is separate from the symbols in relation to the stage. That's exactly right, and that's exactly why it has that. Caratoon says, your best bet, deal with the camera moves, After Effects afterward. True, but I like playing with my camera tool in the same program. And actually, your best bet is to, and this is what I do when I'm working on a scene, is draw everything out, plot it all out beforehand, get all the drawings in, get all the action in there, get any animation you want in there, do the camera mode last. Do the camera pan, do the camera, do a pass with the camera, do all your camera moves, and as a last, try to do that as the last part of the process that you do. If you need to go back and make changes, just turn the camera mode off. If you're making changes to like the number of frames, make sure you turn it on. It's just there's a way to work around with it. Cartoon says last in After Effects. I never got used to using After Effects. I know how to use After Effects, but I just never got used to it. I never got used to the UI for it. I don't know why. I never got into it. So I like to go. I'm not an editor, Cartoons. But you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That animatic editors go. They After Effects is a really awesome program. I should probably get used to using it. And you're absolutely right. Cartoon says you shouldn't. You're a storyboard artist, and she's absolutely right. I should not need to learn After Effects to do storyboards. I shouldn't. I shouldn't, but I probably will have to. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm at a good stopping place here. This was a fun Monday. I've got some more. Like I said, as soon as I get more job news, I will let you guys know. And the job will definitely come with some changes. But like I said, I want to keep doing streaming after that happens. So some big changes coming. And I'll keep everyone informed. Follow me if you're not following me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at Bill Drastel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel because once I start doing Friday night streams, all the episodes, all my live streams are going up on there, and yeah, that'd be great. That would be super fun. Cartoons is saying we should have an artist showcase stream one day. I think that would be that's an awesome idea. I'd love to do that. Go showcase some artist work. If you have if anyone's got some storyboard questions or you want me to like do a review of your work, or give maybe like go over it and give you some notes, let me know that too. I teach comics and stuff. I teach comics and visual storytelling, and for a couple of friends I've done that, and I'd love to help anyone else. So anyone has any storyboard questions, art questions, anything like that, send them to me on Instagram. And as always, guys, this has been fantastic. You guys are great, and enjoy the rest of your week, guys. All right, bye-bye.